With us. Um, Soul Harvest Ministry right here in Dallas, Texas. We have the executive director, Brent Burmaster with us, and then Reginald French, assistant director. They're in the studio with us, and they've been talking about how they overcome the odds, overcome the testimonies, and the scriptures, Revelations 12, where they overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. They're just sharing their testimonies with us here today. I think we have Mr. Lance coming up, but before, I know Ken is going to call in with his commentary, barging in with Ken, but before we go to Ken, let's go ahead and introduce our next guest, Mr. Lance Roberts. Y'all give it up for Lance.
All right, Lance.
Hey, Lance, how you doing, man? Good, good. Anthony's gonna love you. I can tell you that already.
Your voice so low.
Right here. Yeah, yeah. Lance, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good, Lance.
Lance had that Barry White boy. Show you right.
Lance, welcome, man. Welcome to the Juniors Live Show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. I like that voice, Anthony. You might have to get him to make some commercials.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, tell us how you connected with Soul Talk.
Basically, I left St. Louis, which I'm from, St. Louis, Missouri. I left there December 10th of 2010. I came down to Dallas, Texas. I tried to have I would say, a companionship partner. Tried to help me out with a working opportunity. Within a month and a half time, I worked out. While she was at work, I went to libraries constantly, trying to find my way. I didn't want to go back to St. Louis, so I went back to the libraries constantly, trying to find a homeless shelter. I've never been in this predicament before, but when I saw Soul's Hunger pop up on the computer, I felt a connection instantly with the verse that they have, or the saying that they said, men help themselves. They have pictures of the way of recreation that they provide. Me and Brent here talking for at least 2 weeks, just through Facebook messages.
Really?
I have not heard this man's voice, and then say that 15th day, he told me I could come, and they've been open arms to me since then.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And since the topic is overcoming the odds, would you share just a little bit about the situation that you kind of told us about when you were in St. Louis and then came down for the job opportunity, didn't really work out for you. So you're hanging out at this library and you're communicating back and forth with Brent through Facebook about recovery. About recovery and just talking about trials and tribulations.
Trials and tribulations.
So tell us about some of those trials and tribulations that you had.
One, I would say, I think my addiction came through hereditary on my father's side. My mom's not really that good, so I wouldn't say that. But I think that is probably one of the things. Being bored sometimes can bring you to that point.
Boredom is a trigger.
Yes,
Big
it is.
time.
Yes, it is. Big time. Not really getting what you want at that time. Give you a certain sense of urgency. Coming down to Dallas and having Brent and Reggie here to really be a ear, that helps a lot. To even have someone to talk to on a constant basis has really, really been important to me. That's thank you for one of the basis.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. I work with men in recovery all the time. Tell me and tell the listening audience about that first day that you went to the Soul Talk. From starting with the intake with Reggie, because I know you went in there and you saw this big old brother. You're like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into?
I would say kind of a little bit of fear was in, but I think it was a point of where you knew I needed help, and there was a place of help. So it wasn't no kind of anxiety or nervousness in the room, which on my part. But I think it was kind of fear because I didn't know what I was going to see, what I was going to get myself into.
So did he ask you, how bad did you want it?
He came in under the old intake. Oh, so Lance came in under our old intake coordinator, Kurt. He had left, and then he came back. Then he had to come through me.
Oh, that's even worse. Left and came back like, oh.
But it's funny because when Reggie came and picked me up, he believed in me. He looked at me in my eyes and said, "I love you, Dwayne." And that felt very, very deep.
Were you clean?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Honest truth. I left for maybe 3.5 months. And he looked me dead in my eyes and said, "I know you don't look like you used to."
So tell us quickly what God is doing in your life now.
Wow. Being at Souls Harbor, I know you guys have already previously talked about it, but being at Souls Harbor, this Shalom Baptist comes out there. We go to church on Sundays. Overcomers on Tuesdays. So every week, God is at Souls Harbor. Maybe 3 to 4 times a day.
What is God doing personally with you right now?
He has humbled me very, very much to a point where I have a peace of mind. I don't have to worry about anything because everything is at Souls Harbor. I mean, we go to TVs, to recreation, we go to sporting events sometimes. I'm in no need of anything. If it's going to come, it's going to come. I'm in no rush to go get it. I love that feeling. I'm in a peace of mind right now.
And I heard you earlier when you spoke about basically when you have an idle mind. And a lot of times that's where everything stems from because an idle mind is a devil's workshop. And that's basically where the devil hangs out on in your mind mentality is part of it. What type of advice would you give someone else? I mean, it may not necessarily lead to homelessness, but that is sitting still, allowing those thoughts to just linger and not doing something about it. What advice would you give them?
I would try to say if it's possible, if you have any idle time in your hands, if you have any old hobbies that you used to do and you stopped doing, try to go back to them because you will find yourself in a rut that's not good for you. You might go back to your old hobbies, but you have to find more that one does not interest you. I would say basically just try to keep moving. It's hard to do if you have a lot of things in your mind, but you have to keep moving. If you're down to yourself, you're going to do something that eventually you might regret.
Right. And you said something interesting about saying that we have to keep moving. And that's what a lot of people, what happens is when people get stagnant to where they are, then they lack the motivation or the inspiration to move forward. So what you're saying is regardless of wherever you at, if you're lacking whatever it is, then as long as you just put that one foot forward, because I use this and I'll talk about the labor and delivery. You know, when you're pushing, when a woman is having delivery, she's pushing that baby, but the doctor on the other end, and I'm looking at that as God pulling. So once we push, it's like we still have to do something in our strength because he's looking at us. So I just want the listeners to know it's not just God. We have to do something. So that's why I say when you say move, that was very vital.
God will not help anyone if they don't help themselves.
That's right. Exactly.
That's obvious. That's obvious. You have to keep moving. Hopefully send a positive.
So real quick, Lance, let's just get ready to wrap it up, and we're bringing up another member of Souls Harbor. Hold on, but I want you real quick before you go. If you were to meet someone on the street in their addiction, what would you tell them?
I would tell them if you have nowhere else to go, no one to lean on, please look at or try to find Souls Harbor. No matter what your addiction is, they will take you. It's open arms. It's a harbor. It's a safe haven.
And give that website address again.
It is soulsharbordallas.org.
soulsharbordallas.org. We'll bring Brent back a little bit later so he can go around and give us all the contact information. Lance, how long have you been clean?
It will be 1 year, July 15th.
1 year, July 14th. mic next is Mr.
Elliot.
Elliot. How you doing, Mr. Elliot?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Just stand right there in front of us.
Elliot Nielsen.
Yep.
Elliot,
That's it.
how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Awesome. Tell us about Souls Harbor.
Well, it's a place for me to stay clean, and it's good. It's like there's all the things I could ever need there. You know, I got food.
I'm
shelter.
coming.
Everybody always talking about the food. I'm coming with you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm coming with you.
You
He
talking about
said
the
he like
word,
a
or you
king,
talking
man.
about the actual food? The word or the food?
No.
Either way it goes, both. You know, let me eat and then I sure get the word. They say they eat like kings over there, so that's the word and the food. So I'm going.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Queen's invited.
But no, it's a good place for me to kind of get my head together. You know, I've been in a real dark place for the last 2 years, really the last 5 years, and it's just a good place for me to have some peace of mind and just kind of think about a lot of stuff, try and find God. You know, because I've been during my addiction, I cursed God, and I was really anti-religion and all that stuff. And now that I'm clean, you know, I know that I need to find a new way of life, and I was on the way to do that. A little bit of what happened when before I got in Souls Harbor, I had an overdose, and I almost died. And I woke up in the hospital with a breathing tube in my throat, 4 IVs in my arms, a tube down my nose so I could eat, you know, catheter, which was probably the worst part, right? And I woke up and I thought 2 things: I need to stay clean or I'm gonna die. I need to find God so I can stay clean.
Wow.
So that's what I did.
Wow, that's awesome. You said 2 things came to mind. You need to stay clean or I'm going to die. And then you knew that God was going to be the one to help you to stay clean.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because I thought I died, and I was like, I knew where I was going pretty much, because there was not a good way.
And let me
Go ahead.
let me ask you a question, because you mentioned darkness, okay? And a lot of people not understanding the concept of being in the darkness and then eventually seeing the light, which is of God. Can you tell us just a little bit about that dark period in your life?
Yeah, I can. That darkness, I call it the darkest days of my life the last 2 years, and it was endless feelings of guilt and shame, going in and out of the hospitals and jail. I attempted suicide. I hated my life pretty much the whole time. I was doing copious amounts of drugs, kept going to the hospital, and I was sleeping in my car. My parents resented me. My sister wouldn't talk to me. No one would stay around me for very long. It was just I'm 20 years old now. This is why I was 19 and 18, and things got bad quick for me, real quick. And I didn't think they'd get any worse, and then they would get worse, and then get worse. Now, on the other side of that, when I get clean, like I've been clean for 2 months now, and it's the longest time I've had in 5. Well, I was clean longer than that one other time, and that was at Singapore. I was clean for like 4 months, but that place was terrible. It's nothing like Souls Harbor. It was like
Out in Fort Worth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Singapore.
Yeah, it was a behavior modification, and that was very good. But yeah, it's like a whole new world being clean. It's like everything just I feel better. I feel better than I have in a long time. I'm really trying to do things differently, and it's been working for me. In the 2 months, I've changed a lot of things. When I came in, I was not in very good shape, but I have the desire.
Right.
This time.
Let me ask you this question. How old were you when you first started?
I was 15 years old.
And also, what was the year that you started?
The first thing I ever did was I started drinking alcohol with an ex-girlfriend of mine. I started dating this girl. And the first night I ever drank, I drank way too much liquor, and I woke up literally curled around her toilet, throw up all over the place, and I was hungover for 2 days.
You met Earl.
And then, and then
A lot of us met Earl.
well then something clicked that day. Just I started drinking every day after that.
Hold on just a second. We have a caller here. Hello, caller. You there? Hello, caller. You there?
Ken?
Hey.
Hey, brother Ken, hold 1 second, all right? Okay, Brett, go ahead, Elliot. No, go ahead.
All right. Anyways,
We were talking about staying
Your
clean,
first
met
Meeting,
Earl.
meeting
Oh
meeting
yeah,
Earl,
no,
yeah.
okay, yeah. So instantly after that, I started drinking every day, and before school, I would steal my parents' liquor and take it to school, and just something just snapped, and I would take large amounts of over-the-counter cough medicine, anything I could get my hands on, just because I wanted to. I liked the feeling that I had, and then at 16, I ended up in my first rehab, which was the Right Step in Euless, Texas, because I was taking benzodiazepines and alcohol that I was blacking out all day, every day. I was kicked out of school for one of the times. And, so I did that first rehab. It was 30 days, and I was clean for 4 days after that. And I got introduced to NA and AA programs after that one. I went in there for like 6 months, but I was still using and stuff like that.
And what was the other drug, when you graduated from alcohol?
Yeah.
You went to, what was the next?
When I graduated from alcohol, I was using alcohol and Xanax and smoking marijuana when I was in high school. I got kicked out of high school, 3 of them. I got kicked out of them. I got kicked out of my public high school, then the district alternative high school, and then the Serenity, the recovery high school, and I ended up in the juvenile justice high school. And then I went to jail for 2 burglaries, and then I quit going to school. And then I started using the park.
Now I said that, because I know that. I said that because I wanted to set up something.
Okay.
I wanted you to talk to the young people that think that using alcohol or using marijuana is really not a bad drug. It really doesn't. It's like they make light of it.
Right.
So I set that up so you can.
Okay.
Good.
Hello, caller. Okay, hold just a moment for us, okay?
Okay, yeah. So, for anyone that's young out there and I think that I'm a perfect example. I almost died from a heroin overdose. I almost didn't live to see 20. On March 18th, I almost didn't make it. Chaplain called my parents' house, and it all started with me, dating a cheerleader, wanting to fit in, and be cool, and I started drinking alcohol. And for some people, that might have not been a big deal, but you don't know until you try it. And when it happened, it just snapped. In the last 5 years of my life, I've been a hurricane, basically.
What I heard you say, and I'm going to let Sean go here in just a second. What I heard you say, Elliot, is that you were dealing with some acceptance issues.
Yeah.
Acceptance and rejection.
Yeah.
You want to be accepted by your friends and be the cool person. So they're drinking, I'm drinking.
Right.
They're popping Xanax, footballs. They're popping them, I'm popping them. Right?
Yeah.
And then the fear of rejection as well. And so that's what I love about recovery, because recovery gives you back your identity. Recovery gives, especially when it's faith-based and it's Christ-centered. You find your identification in Christ. Then you begin to live and reach your full potential in Christ. Let me just say this real quick, and I'm gonna throw it to Sean. 2 months clean. That's outstanding. That's awesome, because I often tell a lot of people when I'm speaking in various places that the first 30 days is tough, and then the next 30 days is even tougher. Because you got the pink cloud syndrome going on. You think that you've got it. And so 2 months of sobriety right now just an outstanding feat. And a lot of times, man, we have to just stay in the process and do it. I just want to encourage you to stay in the process. Sean?
And let me just ask this one last question, because you stated earlier that it gave you a good feeling. That's why you kept going to that particular drug. Based off, I know it's been only 2 months, and your relationship with God now, because I think that's where people have a problem with finding pleasure in God, like they do in some of the things that are in the world. So based off of that, are you able to tell us how you will be able to continue to find pleasure in God with that same feeling that you had with that particular drug?
Well, like I said, I've spent the last 5 years of my life rejecting God. But now I pray, I can wake up in the morning and I pray, and I'm just kind of working it and trying to, I know it's going to take time, because it took me so long. I've been for so long rejecting it, and I'm just trying to know it's going to take time for me to
Man, you told God no. You rejected God.
Yeah, I did that.
Just messing with you.
So, hey, Elliot, once again, congratulations on the 2 months, man. Thank you. You are in the right place at the right time with the right people in your life, man, with the right God. Amen. And so I just want to encourage you and let you know that you are definitely a winner. Amen. You are a winner.
Wait,
Amen.
and before you leave, let me just leave you with this little nugget. Don't reject God no more.
We'll be right back on the Dunamis Live Show. Here's Marvin Sapp with I Win.
Oh man.
Good job, Alan. Thank you.
I'm just gonna play a little bit of that. Hello, caller, you still there? Everybody still there?
Yeah.
I think they,
Hello? Hello?